present in the screening process as somebody, with 10, 15 open roles that you're trying to manage that are, in a variety of spaces? You need to ask a variety of questions. Every manager is looking for something different. Was that something that was a big challenge for you guys? And just curious how you've navigated your way through that.
Absolutely. That is one of the biggest advantages of Spark Hire is keeping the communication in one place before obviously things get lost in translation and back and forth emails. It's a very manual process and we can easily lose information. With Spark Hire, we actually train our managers to leave comments and keep everything within Spark Hire within the candidate profile. So we can always go back and review all the conversations versus finding 10, 20 different emails in your inbox. That's a lot harder. So if we're discussing a candidate or reviewing other candidates, managers are able to evaluate, leave comments, and then we can always review. Even scheduling interviews, our managers are able to schedule interviews right from the platform versus reaching out via phone or sending separate emails. Again, we can send emails from the platform. We can schedule interviews. And the communication stays in place. There isn't a lot of miscommunication now because of Spark Hire. We even do our onboarding through Spark Hire, like send information to candidates, interview requests. We can create a million templates. And what's interesting is we follow the same process for every candidate that comes through. Like we don't have a different process for a manager versus a retail associate. We follow the same process. We can customize the steps or the workflow, but we're very consistent and it's been working very well for us.
Yeah, that's really well said. I think the other thing I shared the growth story just a bit to set the context that it's a small business of 20 and under. All roads went through our CEO, right? The business was built on Sarah's connections, right? Which she's still incredibly connected, knows everybody, right? Has been lived here for quite some time as the West Palm area just continues to grow and change. And then when you start to get bigger, it does change. So we're now at the point in a founder-led company where she's learning how to empower all of her leaders. So on the opposite side of HR, we're doing a lot of leadership development. We're doing a lot of equipping managers, right, in all aspects. This fits seamlessly, this ATS, and we've used a lot of ATSs in the past, both of us, between the two of us. This is probably the best at empowering managers to jump in, own the process, make those calls, think critically about candidates, but not to put too much admin work on them, right? We can step in easily and keep processes moving. They also have the empowerment to see candidates and help make those calls and share feedback so that we can vet that back and forth with our CEO and come to alignment very, very quickly. So just sharing videos. I mean, I think in the early days of letting managers own that process, but also us being able to kind of pull the video, pull some information, and quickly with a link, send it over to our CEO and say, hey, Sarah, what do you think? Give us feedback behind the scenes so that we can help coach some of the managers. And then what happened naturally over the couple months that followed is she was able to step out of that process because she had a lot of trust in how it was running.